Hello. Welcome to another episode of me being fat and drinking Pepsi Zero. So, it's pretty safe to say that majority of the people that listen to my podcast or are a fan of the podcast, which at this point it's probably like 10 people, plus a couple other people that watched it once and forgot to delete it off their favorite, whatever. Safe to say that majority of the people that listen to my podcast have something going on in the head, something not quite right in the brain, which is fine. But today we're going to talk about the people that I don't know if you want to use the word pretend to be ill, pretend to be retarded. There's majority of the people are retarded, and the other half of people pretend to be retarded. Me, I've got a couple little diagnoses that I can drop hard R's. See, I've got the pass, and I assume that at least a few people that watch my show have a pass too. But it's the people like, the Facebook mums or the Facebook Karens or whatever you want to call it. They're like, yeah, I have depression because they didn't get enough likes on their photo. They're farming for likes. I'm depressed. They'll put a photo of themselves looking sad and try to farm for likes. Excuse me. There are those types of people. There's also the types of people that were kind of like fake, not fake physical illness, but like dwell on it. Like there's one girl I went to college with. She complained about a migraine every day, but she was still attending class. Like, she said she had chronic lifetime migraines. I'm like, well, what did your doctor say about it? It's like, oh, I never talked to the doctor about it. I'm like, oh, so you're being a dick. They would, the kind of people, they just kind of say they have a certain thing. When my camera's off. And then they just kind of ride that gravy train. Like, oh yeah, I've got all these mental illnesses, like choo-choo, all aboard the Bipolar Express. So I had issues where I had to go to the hospital, get some medication, get myself all straightened out. Unfortunately, it's the type of medication that didn't make me feel happy. It just made me fatter. Which, although it made me want to eat more, and eating made me happy. So it did kind of make me happy a little bit. But there's a bunch of women that I know. I'm not going to name the names, but there's one girl I know. She assumes that everything can be cured by essential oils. She's one of those girls. She went hard into buying essential oils, and like, if you don't know what essential oils is, it's basically garbage. It's basically you're paying $30 for a scented candle that blows into the air. That's all essential oils are. They're just garbage. She would try to sell people essential oils. Like, let's say someone said, oh, my kid's autistic. She'd chime in and be like, hello there. Have you tried my essential oils? And she would try to sell folks on this, saying, oh, essential oils can cure everything. They can cure your depression, can cure your anxiety. You're feeling a little sad? Try some eucalyptus essential oils. It'll make you go to sleep and not be depressed. And she had a sister too that was like, she blamed everything on gluten, but like she didn't even have a gluten sensitivity. She would like go out and buy gluten-free soap. I'm like, I'm pretty sure all soap is gluten-free. So she would do that. Yeah, and I'm getting kind of sidewinded on there, but a lot of people that talk about being mentally ill, they're either faking or they're exaggerating. I got two diagnoses. So I get the pass to make fun of people. I 100% get the pass. Um, and if you want to get after me, come out swinging because I make you want to go swinging. That's fine. But yeah, you gotta stop, folks. Um, I had when I told one person that I had a diagnosis of depression, he was like, "Yeah, man, I had depression once." I was like, "What do you mean once?" Like, "Yeah, my car broke down." I'm like, "Oh, you dick." Um, so yeah, that's not really the best way to come out. One time, I actually went to the drugstore and I had to fill out a prescription for an antidepressant, and the pharmacist, he comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, okay, all right," and he fills this out, and he sees the address on my prescription. So like, I'm from a fishing town, and where I got my prescription filled out wasn't in a fishing town. It's like, "Oh, you're from old Yarmouth, eh? That's you get all that free lobster. Oh man, you're away from all that free lobster. No wonder you're depressed." I'm like, A, you're a dick. B, that was actually kind of a funny joke. Yeah, not gonna lie, a funny joke. Um, so yeah, and anytime I see someone, this is why I got rid of Facebook like 10 years ago. So like, uh, anytime I see someone like, depression is hard, I'm like, really? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. You just gotta just eat some food. You'll feel happy. So if you see how fat I am, I obviously recovered from my depression quite well. Um, and it gave me a diagnosis of anxiety too, which is like, okay, me sad and anxious. So like every teenager ever. So it's a pretty easy diagnosis to deal with. You don't really have to do much. You just have to not swallow a bottle of pills when your day gets down. Not too hard, not too hard at all. Um, then there are some people that kind of overshare. Um, like there's a couple Facebook Karens who'd be like, "Here's my depression journey." I'm like, they document everything from like every little tiny traumatic thing that they had when they were younger. Like, I don't know if depression comes from trauma. I think it just comes from, you know, just your wires are crossed. Um, yeah. And I'll be honest, every time you saw something sad, um, no, like it's legit. They legit hook the things up to your head and it gives you a little tiny jolt. It's kind of like a little, not even a bad jolt. It just kind of feels like like when you touch a middle doorknob or something like that. It's not that hard at all. Um, yeah, I'm probably making a lot of people upset with this podcast, but you know what? I got the pass. I get the pass. I can make fun of it. It's okay. It's healing. I'm doing self-love here. Not like self-love like watching a dirty movie kind of self-love, but I'm doing some good self-love here. And you get some people that would overshare. Well, I know one guy, he said he wanted to write a book on depression. Like, okay. I hope he finished it because he was whenever I saw him at the appointments and stuff, he was pretty nice guy. I hope he's doing well. Then of course my water pump's going off. The actual worst thing that has ever happened. I was in nursing school and we had like a class of